game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference taking on another team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Kentucky's offense will get the first possession of the game. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
He's going to take a shot right away. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and more. Taking it the other way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they find... knock him down at the 41. Illinois, after that big gainer, might want to see if that works again. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Makes the grab on the left. Lots of running room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Their performance in SEC play last year was forgettable. They'd love to make it memorable this time around.
I love when Reese uses the phrases like forgettable, which means it was awful, not very good, okay? So they are looking for a bounce back. They've been selling this program all offseason. They've been trying to bring in new additions. They've been trying to create some juice, Palmer. Now they got to go out and do it.
I think they realized, too, a year ago they weren't as talented as some of their opponents, but they also gave some games away. And they've got to be better in critical down and distances in big moments when they get into these SEC conference games this season.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
Turning it on! Smashes ahead. Just dismissing tackles. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. Touchdown, Kentucky. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you've got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling help lead to that long touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board, just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got him downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Luke Altmyer started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois, and people wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running.
He's loose. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Altmyer. Moving out of the pocket. Takes an easy completion.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Catch in the middle, it's Arkin. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Going up top again. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clement. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Trying to start the drive with a pass. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. This time it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. It's complete to the left. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Now the play fake. Got the back over the middle. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. And the Wildcats have their offense in high gear. They're going back to the ground. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They want to run this quarterback. Wide open space. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to him again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Plucks it out of the air. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Clement. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Illini! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Corners are going to bail. Off play action on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him enough.
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd down, going up top. Caught. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air. It's Altmaier. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Dixon. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half, and it's a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Illinois.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the 2nd half to get some stops.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Pulls and fires complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Just enough time to get off one more snap. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Old Commonwealth Stadium and Kroger Field.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run out of it.
He'll pull it on the read. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The Fighting Illini with mere inches to gain on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Crosses the 35. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Quickly complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look like they have it on this drive. Great news to see the quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Off the play fake on first down. Going for it all. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Wildcats come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. It's a draw. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Beautiful play call offensively at the perfect time. In that situation, the defense obviously expecting pass, so they sneak the draw in and gash the defense.
Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Trying to set up the screen. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
Man, it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
They'll leave it with him. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Brown. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people...
There he goes. Running through contact. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Illinois offense returns to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They want that clock to run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Reads it, fires complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to pass. It's Altmaier. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5, than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. The offense coughs it up. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. The defense making the play to drive into Dagger with that fumble recovery, and they should be able to run out the clock. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Illinois will just try to bleed the clock. Gives it on the option. Turning on the Jets. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.